Hey everyone, Stacy Brock here, and today I'm going to be sharing a little bit with you about an AIM product called Redibeets, as well as regular beets that you can just go and buy at the grocery store. So I'm really going to be talking about why beets are good for you, what benefits you could possibly be getting from eating them, as well as why you may be getting the benefits, because I've noticed that more people will go ahead and do what's good for them when they really know and understand why they're doing it. So, the first thing I want to talk about is a phytochemical called biotin. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that a phytochemical is just a naturally occurring chemical in plants, and the term is generally used to describe the chemical that may affect your health. And phytochemicals have been used for years, just for millennia, as drugs. So, we all want the phytochemicals that are in our vegetables here. So with beets, it's biotin, and biotin is actually a natural liver detoxifier. And your liver has about 500 different jobs that it has to do. And one of them is actually to clean the toxins out of the body by filtering them through the kidneys and releasing them through the kidneys and the bowels. So it's really important to help keep your liver detoxified because we live in an extremely toxic world, from the foods we eat to the pollution in the air, and even just individual stress in our life causes toxins in our body. And a toxin is really just anything that your body doesn't know what to do with, like a lot of the preservatives in food, the pollution that we're breathing in. Your body is like, what do we do with these things? And so they're considered toxins to our body. And it's the liver's job to cleanse them out. But your liver can actually become overloaded with all these toxins, and then it'll just start excreting it back into your bloodstream, and so then you have toxins running through your bloodstream. And then you've just got all kinds of problems. You can feel fatigue, being tired all the time. It can cause skin problems, because again, your body's trying to still get rid of them, so they'll be, trying to push it out from your skin. It causes rashes and different skin irritations. And then there's also it can actually lower your immunity, your immune system. It can affect that, as well as cause obesity, because when your body's got all these toxins just flowing through it, it's like, okay, well, what do I do with this? And pretty soon it'll just, go over here and go, okay, and just like starts making you fatter, because it'll start sticking it in your fat deposits, and it's like it's toxins, like, okay, now your thighs are bigger, so because it'll make you retain water, just does all kinds of things. The last thing we want is toxins floating around through our body. So we really want to keep the liver cleansed out, and we can really help that by eating the beets, which has the biotin, which is a natural liver detoxifier. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about is something called niacin, or otherwise known as vitamin B3. Now what this actually does is it blocks the breakdown of fats in your fatty tissue. And because it does this, what happens is these fats are used to build something called very low density lipoproteins in your liver. That's what they do. And a very low density lipoprotein, a lipoprotein is just, it's naturally occurring molecules that come from like fat and fat soluble vitamins like A, D, E, K, and so that's what they are. They're just naturally occurring molecules. That's what a lipoprotein is. But a very low density lipoprotein is actually a precursor to a low density lipoprotein, which is also known as LDL, which a lot of people have probably heard of, or otherwise it's known as your bad cholesterol. So we really don't want these going on in our body. We want to block the fats so that they can't go into our liver and start creating the precursor to the bad cholesterol. And what happens when you block these fats is you're going to have less free fatty acids in your bloodstream. And once you have less free fatty acids, then your liver will naturally decrease its secretion of the very low density lipoproteins. So that in turn is helping you keep your bad cholesterol in check. It's lowering that, or it could possibly be. So that's what beets do for you. That's, a couple of the things, the vitamins and the phytochemical that's in beets. That's just really good for your liver, particularly, and keeping your cholesterol in check. So, why Redibeets over regular store beets? Well, with Redibeets, they're already juiced, so it's like a juiced beet because the fibers have been removed. But it's also extremely, extremely concentrated. So it's like they take 25 pounds of beets and they bring it down to like 1 pound of powder of Redibeets. So that's a lot of concentration. So if you want to do the same thing, you'd actually go to the store and buy 25 pounds of beets. That's a lot of beets. Plus, we never know how the beets at the grocery store were actually raised. And these beets for Redibeets were actually grown in a very, very clean environment, so there's no toxicity in the beets. And they're naturally sweet, but there's no added sugars or sweeteners or colors or anything like that. It's just a natural beet juice that they've used a special process and turned it into a powder. So you just add water, you got your beet juice. It's really good for you, and it's really easy. So you've got fast, you've got convenient, you've got healthy, and it's just one of the best things you can really do for your liver and the rest of your body. So with that being said, I'd really like to thank you for spending your time here with me today, and I'd really appreciate it if you could leave me a comment down below, because I'd really just love to hear from you. And if you want to know more about the body and the food and how food affects your body, you can go ahead and you can click to the link on your right or below, depending on where you're watching this video, or if you're actually on our site, just go ahead and opt in over to the right, and you can get my free report. I'll send it right out to you on how food affects the body and what it really does for you. And again, if you're ready to do something really good for yourself, for your friends, for all the people around you, you can go ahead again and click on the right or click to the link below, and it'll take you to our site if you're not already there. And you can order your Redibeets right now. You can get them today, and you can start your journey to total body health. I am so glad I got to spend this time with you today, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day.